It's great to look around this room and some of these signs and hear the term thriving again and again throughout this conversation. When we founded Zero Mills and we were thinking about our mission statement, we came up with this idea to create what we call military thriving cultures and communities. And what does that mean? And so we came up with 5 elements, and people ask me why 5, and Kevin and I are both Marines, so we used the Marine Corps calculator to determine the number we're going to use. So we figured out 5. The first one is the one we spend so much time on in forums like this and others. And it's important for sure, and that's meaningful employment. And we all recognize when you transition from service, for many of us, you've had this incredible job, if you want to even call it that, and you're looking for something like that. So I completely understand why meaningful employment is so important, but it doesn't just stop there, especially once you land at a great organization. The one thing I will say about meaningful employment, sometimes it's about talking to the veterans and assessing what they can do and helping them open their own aperture. Because a lot of times we get limited to what we think we're able to do or even what we think we should do. So it's important when you think about meaningful employment to open the aperture a little bit and explore what those opportunities are. But there's 4 more elements to military thriving, and these would resonate with most of you, I'm sure. The first is purpose through continued service. And you recall when Jared Lyons was up here a couple of an hour or so ago, he talked about the all-volunteer force. It's different now, right? We're having young men and women of character recruited to join our ranks. And one of the big reasons they join is because they want to serve. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves, and they find identity in that. So their purpose of, service, it becomes part of their identity. So when they transition from military service and get that first job, that inherent need to serve continues. It's almost like the air we breathe as veterans and military families. We have to continue that service. So great employers are finding ways to empower their employees to continue that purpose through service in the organization. Then the next element is a connected community. Young men and women join the military, age 18 to about 21, 22. They join a new family. They become part of a tribe. We hear that all the time. And when they transition from service, they lose that connected community. Many go home, and that's great. They're reacquainted with their community and their hometown, but they just spent 4 or 40 years really integrating with folks, through the good and the bad and the ugly, and the beautiful at times, as I heard today on an earlier panel. How do we empower them to find their connected community, their tribe, when they get out of service? For a lot of companies, that's through an ERG, or just giving them the opportunity to be part of something else in their community, at their workplace. But a connected community is at the core of thriving for veterans. And then the 4th element, and you talked about some of these already, Sean, health and wellness. Now again, in the military, health and wellness is kind of easy, right? They tell us when to get up, when to PT, if you have to get your shots or go to dental. A lot of times that's kind of forced upon you, like, hey, get to dental. You came up on the hot list, right? Go get that taken care of. Or, it's time for your annual physical. Or, hey there, Marine, you're getting out of shape, get back in shape. When you transition from service, that's not there anymore, right? So how do we create opportunities for veterans to continue to maintain their health and wellness? And it's not just physical health, but the emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, right? That we give them opportunities to go worship and respect that they want or need those things. And then the final element, again, it goes back to my stupid joke about the Marine Corps calculator. We couldn't stop at 4, so we came up with a 5th one, and we called that the kit bag. And anybody who's ever served in uniform, you've been either instructed formally or informally by some officer or NCO somewhere, and at the end of the instruction, they may give you a bit of information and then stomp their foot. And they would say, hey, put that in your kit bag for later. That's your proverbial toolkit. You take these things that you learn that will help you seek self-improvement as you grow and develop as a young warrior. Well, when we transition, we have to keep that kit bag and continue to build it, not just for our own growth and development as we seek self-improvement, but to help our brothers and sisters do the same thing. And so when we talk about the kit bag, we're talking about mentorship programs, leadership development, all those things that you can offer to your brothers and sisters out there as ways to continue to develop and train. Our keynote speaker today talked about how development is important, right? And those of you who served in uniform, or if you're on a great team somewhere else, to develop your team, to train and coach your team, to train your teammates out on the battlefield, good training is hard to do. You have to put effort in it, right? So the kit bag isn't just a throwaway to make 5. Putting things in your kit bag to develop yourself and your folks around you is work, right? And good training is hard work. So you put effort into that kit bag and share it with others, then you can grow and thrive.